right. So my name is Joel, for those of you that don't know me yet. And today we're going to be practicing a very gentle, basic type of yoga. So my philosophy is do whatever you can so that it feels right in your body, and that you follow your breath. The whole purpose of practicing yoga is synchronizing with your breath. So making sure that when you are moving, that you are moving your breath as well. Holding your breath, that's when you stop doing yoga. Okay? So we're starting off in a seated position. Go ahead and bring your hands on your glutes and open them up towards the side so you feel your sit bones root down into the mat. All right. Welcome. All right, so bring your hands down towards your knees. We're going to start just closing our eyes and just allowing ourselves to feel grounded into the earth. Maybe releasing everything from your day, your obligations, anything that might be holding you from being here today. Just breathe, feel your lungs open up, allow your belly button to come forward and send your breath all the way down. Okay. And we're going to come into our Ujjayi breath. So Ujjayi breathing is this breath that we use to find our focus. So bring the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth and then slide it all the way back. All right, you're going to feel like your throat is being constricted. And now breathe in and out through your nose. Now breathe in through the belly. And you're going to start to feel the vibration of the throat. And with all yoga classes, this is the perfect time for you to set your intention for your practice today. So, your intention could be something that you're working on. It could be some sort of gratitude that you want to bring into your life. It could even be like a kind thought that you want to send to someone. Even if it's for yourself, just allow yourself to come into the space that you're going to be practicing with maybe one word that's going to allow you to move through your entire practice. Practicing our Ujjayi breath for about 3 more breaths. Next breath, go ahead and blink your eyes open and inhale, bring the hands all the way up to the sky. Let's find a full body stretch, interlace your fingers in the palms of the hands up, look up. And exhale, release the hands by your side. Inhale the hands all the way up. Hands together, exhale to your heart center. 2 more times, inhale, reach up. Exhale to your heart center. One more time, inhale, reach up. Grab a hold of your left wrist with your right arm, pull it all the way up, and then all the way to the side. Breathing in through our side body and finding our Ujjayi breath once again. All right, keep the left hand up, release the right hand down onto the mat. Pull it all the way up, and we're going to find a little bit more length through the side body. Maybe looking underneath your armpit, looking up towards the sky, breathing. All right, now that right hand that's on the ground, go ahead and walk it out a little bit more so that your shoulder just releases from your ear. Very nice. Now, release your head all the way down towards your ear. So your ear towards your shoulder. And then inhale, bring the left hand all the way up and over. Palm facing down towards the floor and getting a nice stretch through the neck. Breathing here. right, go ahead and bring that left hand, bring it on your back. That right hand, bring it towards your ear and lift yourself all the way up. Very nice. Now the other hand, I want you to bring both of your palms together on your back, so it's going to look like this. Now, both palms together, pull them off towards the side, and then drop your ear down towards the right shoulder. Drop that left shoulder, drop the shoulder blade down your back. All right, very nice. Go ahead, release the hands, reach your hands all the way up to the sky. Let's do the opposite side. So grab a hold of your right wrist, pull it all the way up to the sky, and send it over towards the left side. So you should be feeling a nice stretch through the side body. Allow your knees to relax. Look underneath your armpit. Very nice. Go ahead and release the left hand down towards the mat. Rock it out. Find a bigger stretch. Make sure both of your hip bones are down towards the mat. All right, so I'm not hearing you guys today. All right, go ahead, drop the ear down towards the shoulder. Walk your hand out. You should be feeling a nice stretch in the shoulder. And send the hand up and over. Don't move the head. Very nice. Pull the fingertips towards the side. Drop the shoulder. Nice. Go ahead and release the hand on your back. Bring the other one towards your ear. Lift yourself all the way back up. Nice. Bring your hand around. Bring it off towards your side. And drop your ear towards the left shoulder. You should be feeling a nice stretch here. If you're not feeling it, maybe move your neck around and you'll find it. You'll feel that stretch. Remember your breath, your Ujjayi breath still. All right, go ahead and release the hand, bring your hand towards your ear, lift yourself all the way up. Very nice. All right, inhale, reach your hands all the way up. Exhale, find a forward fold down onto the ground in front of your mat. Pull your hands forward. Make sure that your hips are coming back. Drop your head, and you're just breathing in, allowing your low back to release. On your next breath, release your hands down towards your knees and lift yourself all the way up. Keep your hands on your knees, and we're going to start to just move through the pelvis. So not necessarily our chest is doing the work. What we're doing is our belly button is going to be moving side to side, as if you're spinning on a plate, right? So as you inhale, you're pulling forward, and as you exhale, you're pulling back. So keep both of your hip bones down onto the mat. Take about 3 breaths, and then switch sides. Come back to center. Go ahead and release your hands down onto the mat and come into a tabletop pose. All right, we're going to do a few cows and cats, but we're going to focus on alignment first. So make sure that your shoulder is over your wrist, and then look down at your hands and make sure that your fingers are nice and wide on the mat, right? Index finger is pointing towards the front of the mat. So everything is stacked. Now we're going to do a few cows and cats. So as you inhale, you're going to lift the chin up, lift the tailbone, lift your butt all the way up to the sky, look up, and take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, you're going to draw the chin into the chest, curl the tailbone down towards your knees, push with your hands down onto the mat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Now we're moving with our Ujjayi breath. Take about 3 more undulations like this with your breath. And when you're done, come back to a neutral spine. Very nice, everyone. So go ahead and reach your right foot towards the back of the mat, curl the toes down, and then pull your heel towards the back. Right, your hands are down onto the mat, push them down so that you feel a nice stretch into the calf. We're breathing here. On your next breath, come back to center. Go ahead, cross the midline with your foot, and then take a look at your back heel. Take a nice deep breath in through your side body. Push the heel towards the back and a nice big stretch here. The knee is nice and straight. On your next breath, go ahead and bring your head back to center. Lift your foot up. Now, you can keep your foot down onto the mat or lift it up for a little bit more challenge. Engage your core. Look at the top edge of your mat. And then bring your opposite hand forward. So left hand reaches forward. Fingertips forward. Heel towards the back. We're breathing, feeling our core engage. All right, now if you want a little bit more, make a fist with your hand and bring your elbow and your knee together as you exhale. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bring it together. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bring it together. We hold. Point your toes for 3, 2, 1. Release your hand down onto the mat. Bring your foot all the way over towards the right side. So your toes are pointing forward. Your heel is down. All right, go ahead and walk your hands up. All right, make sure that your heel is down. The side leg is straight. Very nice. Inhale, reach your hands all the way up to the sky. Grab a hold of your left wrist, pull it all the way up, and then lunge forward. Bring yourself over towards your extended leg. All right, so if you're sinking into the hip, go ahead and push the hip forward. Maybe look underneath your armpit. You're breathing through your side body. On your next breath, go ahead and release the hands. Bring them all the way down towards the grass to 12 and 6. Keep the foot up or down onto the mat, whatever you choose. If your foot is up, go ahead and push through the heel, curl your toes towards your shin. Look up at your top hand, push your hips forward, open your heart. For 3, 2, 1. Drop your hand down onto the mat, walk it forward, and then bring your right foot to meet your right hand. So we're in this lunge position. All right, so you can curl the back toes a little bit and you can bring your back knee a little bit back. That's going to feel a little bit better on your lunge here. So we're coming into lizard pose. So this is step 1. If you want a little bit more, you can bring your forearms all the way down. But just find your own limit. If you're holding your breath, come back up onto your hands. Make sure your knee is over your ankle. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and release the foot towards the back. Let's come back into our tabletop. All right, that's the right side. Let's do our left side now. So go ahead and extend the left foot towards the back. Bring it down onto the mat. Push the heel towards the back. Half stretch. Breathing here. On your next breath, come back to tabletop. Lift the foot, cross it through the midline, toes back onto the ground, and then take a look over your right shoulder at the heel. Push the heel towards the back. On your next breath, come back to center, lift the foot up or down, whatever you choose, and then right hand pulls forward. Very nice. Core is engaged, your fingertips are pulling forward, your heel is pulling you back, your core is just kind of there, holding it all together, and you're breathing here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you want a little bit more, bring your elbows and knees together as you exhale. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bring it together. With control here. Inhale. Exhale, bring it together. Point your toes for 3, 2, 1, drop your hand down onto the mat, and bring your foot out to the side. Very nice. Inhale, reach yourself all the way up. Grab a hold of your right wrist up towards the sky, and bend over your extended leg. Look underneath your arm, pull your hips forward, breathing through your side body. On your next breath, release the hands, bring it all the way down towards the grass to 12 and 6. Very nice. Lift your heel up if you choose. Pull the heel towards the side of the mat, toes towards your shin. Push the hips forward. Look up towards the sky. For 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release the hand down towards the mat. Walk it forward. Let's bring our left foot to meet the left hand. Now, same thing that you did before. You can curl the back toe, move the back knee a little bit for a little bit deeper lunge. Now, if you're feeling it here, stay here. If you want a little bit more, go ahead and release your forearms down. Breath, bring your hands back down onto the mat, lift your left foot, come back into tabletop pose. Alright, so from here we're going to come into a down dog. So for down dog, let me explain to you what that looks like. So your fingers are going to be nice and wide onto the mat, index fingers are pointing forward. You're going to curl your toes down onto the mat, and then bend your knees a lot and send your hips back. And then start to work your heels all the way down towards the mat. So your ears are by your biceps, your hands are straight, you're looking right at the center of the mat. Very nice. Slight bend into the knees, drop your head, let it be loose, and you can walk your heels out left and right. This is called walking the dog. And we're breathing here. If you're holding your breath, you're going to pass out. So breathe here. All right, good down dogs here. So on your next breath, as you exhale, go ahead and look in between your hands and start to walk your feet towards your hands. Coming into your forward fold. Bring your hands towards your shins, halfway lift. Push onto the shins. Make sure your back is nice and straight, your crown of the head is pulling forward. Nice. And as you exhale, release back into your forward fold. Bring your hands towards your hips, bend the knees, inhale, lift yourself all the way up to standing, head is the last to rise. Reach your hands all the way up to the sky. Exhale to your heart center. All right, very nice. We're going to move through 2 rounds of half sun salutation. So inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your hands on your shins, flat back. Very nice. Exhale, forward fold. Hands on your hips, squeeze your elbows on your side. Inhale, stand up. Head is the last to rise. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, bring the hands to your heart center. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Hands on your shins, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hands on your hips, squeeze the elbows together, bend the knees, inhale all the way up. Reach the hands all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. All right, let's add on to that. We're going to do a full sun salutation. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Hands on your shins, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Now bend your knees, bring your hands down to the mat, and step your right foot and then your left foot back into a plank position. So with plank, fingertips are nice and wide, your shoulders are over your wrists. Very nice. Your legs are nicely engaged, your knees are locked out. There should be a straight line from your heels to your glutes to the crown of the head. So look towards the top edge of your mat. We're holding. If we're shaking, that's normal. We're doing good. On your next breath, we're going to take it easy. Go ahead, release the knees down onto the mat, bend the elbows, pull the heart forward, chaturanga, all the way down onto your belly. Very nice. Point your toes, baby cobra. So squeeze your elbows together. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, release down. All right, inhale, lift up, squeeze the elbows together. Exhale, down we go. All right, one more. Inhale, lift up. This time, float your hands maybe an inch off of the ground. You're just using your back muscles. Very nice. Breathe. Exhale, down we go. Curl your toes, downward facing dog. Now look at your feet. So if your feet are together, it makes it a little bit harder. So maybe bring them about like two or three fist distance apart. You can go ahead and pedal your feet out. We're here for about 2 breaths in down dog. On your next breath, look in between your hands, walk or step your feet towards your hands. Hands on your shins, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hands on the hips, squeeze the elbows, inhale all the way up. Reach your hands all the way up to the sky. Exhale to your heart center. All right, that's one round of sun salutation. We're going to do that again. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Hands on your shins, inhale, halfway lift, straight back. Exhale, forward fold, bend your knees, step back, plank. Holding for 3, 2, 1. Chaturanga, so go ahead, but release the knees down, bend the elbows all the way down. Baby cobra, squeeze the elbows together, inhale, lift up. Exhale, come down. Inhale, lift up, point your toes, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift up, float the hands. For 3, 2, 1. Exhale, downward facing dog. For 3, 2, 1. Look in between your hands and walk step your hands towards your feet towards your hands. Finding forward fold. Hands on your shins, inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Hands on your hips, inhale, lift yourself all the way up. Very nice, reach your hands to the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Very nice. Now go ahead and look down at your feet, make sure there's about 2 fist width distance apart. We're going to come into our chair pose. So go ahead and reach down towards your calf, towards your ankles with your hands. And then bend your knees so that your rib cage is over your top of your thighs. All right. So this is how we get into chair pose. So now as you inhale, send the hands all the way up to the sky. Pretend that you're sitting on a baby chair here. So go ahead and sink your hips down and low. All right, now your jaw is probably like, oh my gosh, what's happening right now? So I want you to go ahead and smile, release your teeth, release the tongue, and come back to your Ujjayi breath. This is where it becomes important. All right, lift your heart up, squeeze your shoulder blades on your back. We're breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, forward fold. Ah, yes, very nice. Hands on your shins, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Release the hands onto the mat. Let's step the right foot back. So we're coming into this high lunge. Our back knee is up if you choose, down if you want, a little bit less. And we're going to move our hips here. So as you inhale, you're going to still keep your knee over your ankle. So as you inhale, lift the hips up. And as you exhale, drop the hips, lift the heart up. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, drop the hips, lift the heart. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. Very nice. Release the hands down into the mat. Plank. Very nice. Chaturanga or downward facing dog, whatever you choose. All right, baby cobra. Inhale. Exhale, down we go. Curl the toes, downward facing dog. All right, so this time bring your left foot towards the center, or towards the middle of both feet. Reach the right foot all the way up to the sky. All right, reach it all the way up. And as you exhale, you're going to bring that knee in towards your chest. Inhale, lift it all the way up with the force. And as you exhale, contract all the way in. Inhale, lift it all the way up. Exhale, bring it in towards your chest. We're holding it tight for 3, 2, 1. Drop your foot in between your hands. All right, now widen your stance out a little bit. We're coming into our crescent lunge here. So inhale, bring your hands all the way up. So if your stance is a little bit wobbly today, especially on the ground, open your front foot out a little bit. All right, so right foot is in front of us. Inhale, reach the hands up. Grab a hold of your left wrist, pull it up, and lean over towards the right side. Breathing for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, airplane arms. So swing the arms towards the back. Heart comes forward. Look at the top edge of your mat. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Very nice. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, airplane arms. Very nice. Left hand reaches down towards the mat. Inhale, right hand up towards the sky. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring it down. Once more, inhale, lift up. Exhale, bring it down. Very nice. Now step your left foot towards your front. Bring your hands towards your shins. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Hands on the hips. Inhale, lift yourself all the way up. Reach the hands to the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart center. All right, chair pose. So release your hands by your ankles. Sit your hips down low. Inhale, reach the hands up. Breathing for 3, 2, 2, 2 some more, and 1. And exhale, release forward. Very nice, everyone. All right. So hands on your shins. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Release the left foot back this time. So we're looking for a nice opening into that groin area. Make sure that your front knee is over your ankle. And as we inhale, we're just going to lift the hips up. And as you exhale, drop the hips, look up. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, look up. Inhale. Exhale. Very nice. Now, step back into your plank. Nice. Release down into chaturanga. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, release down. Curl the toes, downward facing dog. All right, bring that right foot towards the center back of the mat. Inhale, left foot towards the sky. Three-legged dog. Exhale, bring your knee towards your chest. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, knee towards the chest. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, we hold into the chest. We point our toes. 3, 2, 1. Place the foot in between our hands. Very nice. Widen your stance out. Inhale, reach yourself up into crescent lunge. All right, so our back foot, make sure that your heel is over your toes. Your back leg is nice and straight. Inhale, reach the hands up. Grab a hold of your right wrist, lift it up to the sky, and then fold over that front leg. Your knee is over your ankle, so bend into it. For 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, airplane arms. Release right hand down. Left hand reaches up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring it down. One more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring it down. Very nice. Bring that right foot towards the front. Come into your forward fold. Hands on your shins, half foot lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hands on the hips. And lift yourself all the way up. Reach the hands up. Exhale to your heart center. All right, how are we feeling? Thumbs up? All right, good. All right, we're going to work a little bit more here. So inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, bring them to your heart center, bring them to your hips. Let's step the right foot back. We're preparing for a warrior two. So, front toes are pointing towards the front of your mat. Knee is bent over the ankle. And back foot, your toes are pointing off towards the right side. Knee is nice and straight. Go ahead, extend your arms out. All right, very nice. Now squeeze your shoulders all the way towards your ears. And as you exhale, drop them down. Nice big opening through the groin area. All right, we're going to reverse our warrior. So inhale, pull yourself forward, palm of the hand to the sky. And as you exhale, send this hand all the way up to the sky. Now, this other hand can stay on your leg. You can find a bind, but make sure that you're bending through that front leg. All right. This is a great Instagram photo, by the way. Inhale, come back. Extended side angle. Bring the forearm down to your thigh. Reach the right hand towards the front. Now, once again, if you're closing your heart, I want you to open the heart up. Look up to the side. Very nice. Inhale, reach yourself back up. Warrior two. We're moving into triangle pose, so straighten the front. TikTok hands to 12 and 6. All right. If your stability is a little bit off, look down at your shin. If you want a little bit more, look up towards your top fingertips. Wonderful. All right, for 3, 2, 1. Let's pass through warrior two. Pivot the toes towards the right side of the mat. Reach the hands up, 5-pointed star. Push the hips forward, lean back. And as you exhale, wide-legged forward fold. All right, see if you can take a look at your neighbor and look in between your legs. And maybe shuffle your hips left and right. Be soft into your head. Just stay down, just release here. And you can bend your knees just a little bit. A small micro bend into the knees is going to help the quads. All right, hands onto your hips. I'm sorry, your shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hands onto your hips. Squeeze the elbows together. Inhale, reach yourself all the way up. Very nice. We're coming into our first stance. So bring your toes to 10 and 2. Now bend into the knees, sink your hips down and low. Bring your hands out into cactus arms. All right, now focus on your knees. So if they're collapsing in, I want you to mindfully pull your knees apart towards the back. All right, so we're gonna come into a twisting here. So we're gonna just twist through the midline. So take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, bring the right elbow over towards the left side. Very nice. Inhale, reach back to center. Exhale to the opposite side. Very nice. That's one. Inhale to center. Exhale to the back. Inhale to center. Exhale to back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach your hands all the way up to the sky. Release your hands towards the back. Interlace your fingers, palms together. Reach your knuckles down towards your tailbone. Look up towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Send your knuckles all the way up to the sky. You should feel a nice stretch into the shoulders. Drop your head. Your legs have you. Maybe wobble your weight onto the toes and then on the heels. See where that feels more comfortable. All right. For 3, 2, 1. Release the hands down onto the mat. Walk your fingertips forward. Bring your toes towards the front of the mat. Coming into this lunge. Very nice. Right hand down. Inhale. Right hand left hand to the sky. Exhale. Bring it down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more with your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Very nice. Now walk your hands forward and step into your forward fold. Hands onto your shins. Inhale. Halfway lift. Straight back. Exhale, forward fold. Hands onto your hips. Lift yourself all the way up. Hands reach up to the sky. As you exhale, hands to your heart center. Very nice, everyone. Release your hands towards your hips. Let's do the left side. Step back, warrior two on the left side. All right, bend into that front knee, so it's over the ankle. Your back leg is nice and straight. Toes are pointing over towards the left side. Reach your hands apart. Very nice. Squeeze your shoulders all the way up to the ears. Exhale, sink the hips, sink the shoulders. Beautiful. Very nice. We're breathing here. We're reversing our warrior. So pull yourself forward, palm of the hand up to the sky. Exhale, reverse. Very nice. Bend into that front knee. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Very nice. So forearm onto the quad, the top of the leg. The other hand is pulling you forward. It's nice and active. Very nice. Inhale, warrior two. Straighten the front leg, preparing for triangle pose. Pull yourself all the way forward. Take off the hands, 12 and 6. Very nice. Keep that front leg straight. Look up towards the sky for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, warrior two. Pivot the toes so that they're towards the left side. Inhale, the hands up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. All right, so if you want a little bit deeper of a forward fold, this is your opportunity to grab a hold of your shins and pull yourself in a little bit. If you want a little bit more, maybe grab a hold of the pinky edge of your foot, bring your toes so that you're stepping on them, and then bend your elbows and try to reach the crown of the head down onto the mat. Whatever you're doing, go ahead and make sure that your head is loose. We're breathing here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, bring the hands towards your shins, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, hands onto your hips. Inhale, lift yourself up, reach the hands up to the sky. Open the toes out to 12 and 2, sink the hips down, reach your hands to airplane arms. I'm sorry, cactus arms. All right, so this time we're going to come a little bit deeper if you choose. So you're going to bring the left elbow to the right knee. So as you inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades on your back. As you exhale, you twist. You bring your elbow towards your right knee. Inhale up. Exhale, opposite side. We hold. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, opposite side. Inhale up. Exhale, opposite side. Inhale up. Exhale, opposite side. Inhale, reach yourself all the way up. Reach the palms together. Pull them all the way up to the sky. Release them by your low back onto the tailbone. Interlace the fingers. Bring the palms together. Lift your gaze up, heart up. Exhale, forward fold. Send the knuckles all the way up to the sky if you can. Drop your head. Slight bend into the knees. So if you're sinking back onto your heels, maybe see how it feels to bring your weight a little bit more towards the balls of the feet. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the hands onto your shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Walk your hands towards the mat and into this lunge. On your next breath, go ahead and step the left foot forward. All right, hands onto your shins. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hands onto your hips. Lift yourself all the way up. Reach your hands all the way up to the sky. Open your feet out so that they're at 12 and 2. And as you exhale, you're going to sink your hips down low. You're going to bring your hands to your heart and Malasana squat. So maybe allow the heels to come all the way down. If you need to be up here, totally fine. We're still working on that. Try to bring your elbows towards your knees. Make sure your back is nice and straight. All right, so your knees are pulling in, your elbows are pushing out. Very nice. Open your knees out nice and wide. We're breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and release the hands down onto the mat. Step back into your plank. Bring the knees down, bend the elbows all the way down. Point the toes, squeeze the elbows, inhale, baby cobra. Exhale all the way down. One more time, inhale, baby cobra. Exhale all the way down. All right, we're gonna come into our locust pose. So not much has changed. We're gonna bring our hands, interlace them on our back. Release the pointer finger so that it tractions towards the back of your mat. All right, forehead down onto the mat. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Point your toes, squeeze your glutes. And as you inhale, lift the heart up. Maybe lift the knuckles up. Straight arms, palms together. Very nice. Maybe lift the legs up off of the mat. Point your toes, the quads lift, the knees lift. We're breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale all the way down. Nice. All right, release the hands to a T-like shape. All right, if you touch your neighbor, that's all good. All right, forehead down onto the mat, point your toes, start to squeeze your shoulder blades onto your back. Inhale, lift the heart. Send the palms so they're full. Very nice. Your fingers are nice and active. Point your toes, lift the legs, lift the knees. Don't pick your neck all the way up. Look towards the grass. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release all the way down. Very nice. Go ahead, bend your knees. Bring your heels towards your glutes. Go ahead and reach around with your legs. Good. With your hands towards your ankles. All right. Now, you can be here and you're already feeling this. All right, you can stay here if you choose. I want you to focus on pushing your hips, your hip bones down onto the mat. All right, your forehead still down onto the mat. Now, if you want a little bit more, begin to flex your toes towards your shins and start to kick your heels towards the sky. Your quads are going to lift. Your arms are straight. So your arms are here just to create that resistance. So as you inhale, lift the heart up. Take your heels towards the sky. We're breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release down. Very nice. All right, make a pillow with your hands. Stack your hands towards your forehead. Release the forehead down. Bend your knees and draw rainbows with your feet. All right, gather your breath. Recall your intention, why you came here today. All right. Go ahead and release your feet down towards the mat. We're coming into seal pose. So again, another back bend. So bring your hands towards the corners of your mat. And as you inhale, you're going to lift just the heart up, pushing the pelvis down onto the mat. Now, no straight arms. That's too much onto the back. Bend your elbows, but pull the heart forward. All right, so if you're collapsing in, you're going to feel it. Pull the heart forward. Push the hips down onto the mat. If this is too much, you can always bring your forearms down. Make sure that your forearms are in line with your shoulders, so hug them in. All right, look up maybe. We have about, 5 more minutes until the sun fully sets. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way back down. Taking your time to reach down to the mat. Make a pillow with your hands and rainbow the legs left and right. All right, very nice. Release the legs, curl your toes. We're finding child's pose, so bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Bring your knees as wide as the mat. Bring the big toe mounds to touch. And then sink your hips all the way back. Release the forehead down onto the mat. release the elbows down, pull the hips towards the back, and take note of your breath. Feel your breath opening up through the side body. Child's pose is one of these relaxation poses, so if at any point in any of your yoga practices you lose track of your breath, you come back to this pose. You regroup, you center again, and then you pick up where you left off. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and bring yourself into a tabletop pose. Curl your toes down onto the mat. Lift your hips up. Downward facing dog. All right, we're coming into our pigeon pose. I'm going to demonstrate seated Z next. So inhale, bring the right foot all the way up to the sky. And we're going to bring our right shin towards our hands, parallel towards the top edge of the mat. Okay. So I know it's getting dark a little bit, but try to bring as parallel as you can that shin towards the front of the mat. Uncurl your toes. And bring your hands closer towards your shin, towards the foot. Very nice. All right, so if you're leaning onto your right hip, I want you to bring that left hip so that it's even. All right. And to do that, just push the tops of your feet down onto the mat. You'll notice that, we're just going to lean over a little bit more. There we go. All right, so bring your hands by your knees. Inhale, lift the heart up. And then pull the heart forward all the way down. Reach your forearms down if you like, and then maybe make a pillow with your hands and release down. Here's a nice time to bring both of your fists together and then place it right over your third eye, that space in between your eyebrows. Give you a nice little massage there. You can move your head left and right. All right, so in this pose, we're really working the hips. We're really working sciatica. So people that sit a lot or even stand a lot, this is a great pose for you to do if you're ever feeling any tightness into your low back. This pose also holds a lot of our emotional state. So I want you to dig deep as you breathe in, find that ujjayi breath, send it all the way into the hips, into the tailbone area, hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, open your mouth, stick your tongue out, exhale it all out. Let's do that one more time just to clean it all out. Inhale, breathe it all the way in into the hips. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stick the tongue out, exhale it out. Okay, very nice. It's yoga for the face too. All right, on your next breath, go ahead and bring your hands down onto the mat. Curl your toes onto the mat. Lift up, three-legged dog. Go ahead, stretch it out. Do whatever you feel like right now. Move your legs around. Nice little release there. All right, let's lift our left leg all the way up to the sky. Exhale, bring our shin towards the top edge of our mat. All right, uncurl the back toes. Make sure your hips are nice and straight. All right, very nice. Go ahead and bring your hands towards your knees. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, forward fold. Now, as an alternative for seated Z, you're still keeping that front shin forward. And then maybe grab the right leg and just bring it about 90 degrees from your hip. All right. So you're still feeling a nice stretch into the glutes area. You're still feeling a nice stretch into the hips. And then same thing, just bring your hands towards your legs and exhale, release forward. And just notice here, there's always one side that is a little bit trickier than the other. It's a little bit tighter. It's a little bit different. Just allow it to be. It doesn't. especially if this is one of your first times, just breathe into it. Same thing. Let's take a nice deep breath into that tightness. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stick your tongue out. Exhale it out. All right, one more time. Inhale in. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale it out. Very nice. Start to work your way back up, bringing your hands up, bringing your torso up. Very nice. You can do down dog to release this if you choose, curling the back toes onto the mat, or releasing it. This is our last down dog anyways. All right, very nice. Go ahead and release the knees down onto the mat. Sit your hips all the way down. Let's bring our legs forward. And let's work our way all the way down onto our backs. All right, bend your knees, bring your heels towards your glutes. Extend your hands so that you touch the back of your heels. So really walk your feet towards your hands. On your next breath, go ahead and lift the hips up, pull the knees forward, keep your gaze up towards the sky. You get bonus points if you see like a flying star or something. So here you're really engaging your glutes, you're pulling your knees forward, and try to bring the strength instead of from your belly and your torso to make it come from your glutes. We're breathing here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As you exhale, come and hover about an inch off of the ground. Your tailbone is hovering for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and release it all the way down onto the mat. Very nice. Go ahead and bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice hug in. All right, go ahead and release your hands to a letter T and drop your knees over towards the right side, towards the right elbow if you can. Now, if you don't feel anything when you do this, just raise your hand and I'll give you a modification. Okay. All right, so bring your knees, for those of you that are not feeling anything, bring your knees back to center. Go ahead and cross your left knee over your right, so you're crossing your legs. Very nice. And now bring your knees over towards the other side. All right, you should feel a little bit more. Make sure your shoulders are down onto the mat. This is a relaxation pose, so just allow yourself to fully release. Bring your breath back into your side body. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and bring your gaze back to center. Bring your knees back to center. Hug your knees nice and close towards your chest. Bring your forehead towards your knees. Give your knees a kiss. Some love and compassion. They hold you up all day, don't they? All right, go ahead. Release your head down onto the mat. Hands out to a T. And take your twist however you did it on the opposite side. So cross your legs and bring your knees towards your elbow. Do whatever feels right to you. We're truly blessed to have this beautiful night tonight. It's not too windy, it's not too cold, it's a little chilly, but it's all right. To just enjoy this moment that we have, this beautiful surrounding, this amazing lake that we have at our disposal to use. Let's be here for about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your gaze back to center. Bring your knees back to center. Give yourself a nice, big, beautiful hug. Very nice. We're coming into happy baby pose. So go ahead and open your knees out wide. Grab a hold of the inside part of your feet where your pinky toes are. Bend your knees. Kick the heels up. and rock side to side. Now, this is probably the silliest pose that we do in yoga, so just make fun of it. Like, just laugh about it. It helps as we twist like children here on the ground. I saved this pose for when it's dark, don't worry. All right, very nice. So go ahead and bring the soles of the feet together, and then slowly release the soles of the feet down onto the mat. The knees are wide apart. This pose is called Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the right hand onto your belly button. Bring the left hand on close to your heart. Feel yourself supported with the ground. Relaxing here. We're here for about 5 more breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and bring your hands towards the outside part of your knees. Close them like a book. And we're moving into our final relaxation pose, Shavasana. So if you have socks, sweatshirts, towels, blankets, this is your time to cover up. Now, let me explain Shavasana to you. So we've done all of these poses. We've moved around, we breathed, we did all this other stuff. Shavasana is by far the most important pose of all. This is where we allow everything to integrate. All right. So all you have to do is just lay down. Don't think about anything. You don't have to force your breath. You don't have to listen to me. You just allow your mind to just wander in a meditative state. This is the whole purpose of yoga, so that you go into this with a clear mind. Be comfortable. Release your toes. Release your shins. Release the quads. Release the glutes. Release the belly. Release the fingertips and the palms of the hand. Release the shoulders. Release your jaw out of the head. Just lay here until I bring you out of it. Closing your eyes. Now slowly start to bring your breath back into your belly. Maybe wiggling your toes and your fingertips, bringing that life back into your extremities. Wiggling your wrists and your ankles. And when you're ready, go ahead and give yourself a full body stretch, interlacing the fingertips at your belly and lifting it all the way up. Once you're ready, go ahead and come into a fetal position onto the right hand side. Just curling your toes, your knees into your chest and rocking over. You all did such a beautiful job tonight. I welcome all the new people that came to class today, and just know that all of these poses, they have a purpose, right? They release the anxieties in our mind, they release any tightness in our bodies, they all bring us to something onto our mat. So go ahead and take a nice deep exhale out, and as you inhale, breathe in that gratitude that you have for yourself. Honor yourself for coming today. Go ahead and release the left hand by your face, push into the ground, and lift yourself up to a seated position. All right, reach your hands up and over the head, look up at the ceiling, grab hold of whatever is out there in the universe that you need to bring into your heart, and bring your hands down into your heart. Honor whatever you brought in, whether it's for yourself, your loved one, your intention. And we close our practice with one word that symbolizes the respect that we have for each other and ourselves. We all repeat the word, namaste. Namaste. All right, thank you everyone. I do think that this was a little bit warmer than on Monday, by a few degrees. So thank you all for coming. For those of you that are new, just welcome. You know, I have this class every Mondays and Wednesdays from 5 to 6. So bring your friends. This is a great opportunity to enjoy the outdoors, especially with everything going on, like, you know, COVID and stuff, about gyms and whatever. So here we're in a pretty safe zone. Yes, please. Right here is the donation basket. You know, these proceeds help me, you know, with the space here, with all the equipment, and also building the community as well. Right. So, if you have any questions on what we did, please let me know. I'm here to help.